I'm gonna see you on December 13th. I'm watching all year. I'm at the first game though, bro. Hey, if you don't go for 2,000 this year, I'm gonna tell everybody, I'm like, man, I'm telling you sold your soul if you don't go for 2,000 this year.
So we actually got some positive news once again for OBJ coming back to the Los Angeles Rams. Listen, all of us Rams fans know that OBJ loves Los Angeles Rams and Los Angeles Rams love OBJ. So it's just really about getting that contract down. That's the only thing that's just been holding up this contract from being finished. It's just getting the right amount of money down. OBJ raved about being able to play with Los Angeles Rams, how much he liked the fit of the team and how much he liked the atmosphere, the culture, everything we come to expect with a Sean McVay team. There's never a question about does OBJ like the Rams, does he like the culture, does he like the players and everything like that. It really was about the logistics and the money side of the NFL. But today, Jordan Rodriguez, a reporter for Los Angeles Rams and also writes for The Athletic, posted, "The Rams kept a full locker plus nameplate open for Odell Beckham Jr. in their locker room at Thousand Oaks." You guys may look at this and be like, oh, you know, that's not that big of a deal. Maybe they haven't gotten around to it. But I look at this as a huge positive for Odell Beckham Jr. and coming back to the Los Angeles Rams. Obviously, we made that huge splash addition of Allen Robinson. And some people, including myself, was just kind of speculating and thinking like, okay, are we bringing in Allen Robinson because we know for sure he obviously can play the entire season, but also he kind of brings some similar skill sets and traits that OBJ does as far as being able to have those sure hands and have that 50-50 ball ability. So he may be able to provide a little bit more of what OBJ was able to do in case OBJ doesn't come back. And obviously we saw players like Lance McCutcheon stepping up in the preseason. This wide receiver core is really deep. Some of us were just kind of starting to doubt about OBJ coming back. But this kind of shows the Rams' confidence in terms of how confident they are that he's going to be able to come back. On top of, I'm seeing many Rams fans speculating that with that injury that Odell has, obviously he wouldn't make it back until about midpoint of the season for the Los Angeles Rams. So, you know, you wouldn't really need to have him under contract right away. So a lot of Rams fans are speculating this is like a handshake agreement behind the scenes that the Rams already made. Obviously it's not public yet. And then right around in December or, you know, November, whenever he ends up coming back from that injury, they can announce that it's official. OBJ is coming back to the Rams. On that video where Odell is talking to Cooper Kupp, he mentions that he'll see him on December 13th.
I'm gonna see you on December 13th.
Which is very intriguing because with the injury that Odell is dealing with, that's around the time frame when he's supposed to come back off of injury and being able to play. So that kind of hints at behind the scenes, maybe the Rams have this thing worked out. That's probably why it hasn't been announced by any other teams, or he hasn't had any other huge traction with other teams. So I think that the Rams may have this figured out behind the scenes. It's not official yet. Maybe they're figuring out a little bit of the other stuff that's logistic, but I think it can be a pretty safe bet that Odell is a lock to be able to come back with Los Angeles Rams. Obviously anything can happen, but just with the recent trends, I know things can change. It looks like he should be coming back with Los Angeles Rams, which actually makes me very excited. And I talked about this in my other OBJ video. If he doesn't end up coming back, obviously all the best luck to him. I hope that he has a lot of success in the NFL from here on out. I think he'll do good on any certain team that he ends up joining. But if he doesn't come back to the Rams, I think that the Rams Super Bowl chances are still very, very high. They still have a great team. If he doesn't come back, I mean, he wasn't even going to play in the first half of the season. So I don't think Rams fans should look at it in that sort of negative light. Whatever ends up happening, I'm going to be fine with. But if he comes back to the Rams, that's going to be pretty sweet to watch too. As always, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on this video, I'd really appreciate it. It does help grow the channel and it helps push this video out to more people. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and that was going to do it for me. Horns up and God bless.